Comprehensive Guide to Carnation Care, 5 Steps to Make Your Carnations Thrive. Carnations, those charming little flowers commonly found in flower shops. Wouldn't you love to have them at home, smiling at you every day? Don't worry, today we're bringing you a complete tutorial on carnation care with 5 simple steps to make your carnations incredibly beautiful. Step 1. Watering. I'll never say I'm thirsty, nor will I complain if drowned. Carnations can be quite picky about water. If they don't get enough, they'll droop their heads, looking pitiful, but if they get too much, they'll sulk and their roots might rot. So, we need to find the right balance for watering. Watering frequency. Spring and autumn. These are the prime growing seasons for carnations. Water them about every 2-3 days. In the morning when the sun first rises, or in the evening when the sun is about to set, give them a thorough watering to quench their thirst. Summer. It's hot and water evaporates quickly. Carnations are also more likely to sweat, so you'll need to be diligent, watering them once in the morning and once in the evening to keep them hydrated. Winter. Carnations are also afraid of the cold, and their growth slows down, so they don't need as much water. Water them once or twice a week, and don't leave them shivering in the cold with their roots soaking in water. Watering methods. Soil dryness. Stick your finger into the soil about 2-3 centimeters. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Don't rush to water just because the surface soil looks dry. It might still be moist underneath. Watering technique. Use a watering can with a narrow spout and slowly pour water along the edge of the pot, avoiding a direct blast at the roots. Let the water seep in gradually, soaking the soil until water flows out from the bottom of the pot, ensuring the roots get a full drink. Water quality. Let tap water sit for 1-2 days to allow chlorine to dissipate before using it. Alternatively, use rainwater or river water, which are better for carnations as they are more natural. Step 2. Pruning. Snip, snip, I'm beautiful. Pruning isn't just about cutting, it helps carnations grow stronger and more attractive. Pruning timing. Growing season. During spring and summer, when carnations are growing vigorously, pruning can encourage branching and make the plant fuller. When the branches reach 15-20 centimeters in length, trim off the top 5-8 centimeters. Don't worry, they'll grow back even more robustly. Post-bloom pruning. As soon as carnations finish blooming and the petals start to wither, quickly remove the spent flowers to prevent them from using up nutrients to produce seeds. Count down from the flowers to the first or second leaf node and make the cut about 0.51 centimeter above that, allowing new buds to emerge. Pruning tips. Cutting angle. Make the cuts at a slant, approximately a 45-degree angle. This reduces the cut surface area, speeds up healing, and prevents water from pooling. Pruning tools. Use clean, sharp scissors. Avoid rusty, dull ones that can crush the stems, resulting in uneven cuts and increased risk of disease. Post-pruning care. After pruning, spray some disinfectant on the cut or sprinkle some wood ash to ward off pathogens. Then, place the carnations in a cool, well-ventilated area to recover. Step 3. Fertilizing. I'm hungry. Feed me some good stuff. Carnations are also foodies and require ample nutrients during their vigorous growth period. Fertilizing timing. Growing season fertilization. When carnations start growing new leaves in spring, apply mature organic fertilizer every 2-3 weeks, such as diluted chicken manure or cow manure, to promote foliage growth. Pre-bloom fertilization. As carnations are about to bloom, supplement them with phosphorus and potassium fertilizers, like potassium dihydrogen phosphate, to encourage flower bud differentiation and produce larger, more vibrant blooms. Spray foliar fertilizer once a week for 2-3 consecutive weeks. Fertilizing methods. Base fertilizer. When planting carnations, mix in some mature organic fertilizer into the soil as a base fertilizer to establish a solid nutritional foundation. Top dressing. During the growth period, in addition to regular applications of organic fertilizer, you can also use compound fertilizer, diluted according to the package instructions and applied as a drench. Be careful not to let the fertilizer directly contact the roots, as it can cause root burn. Fertilizing precautions. Loosen the soil before fertilizing to allow the fertilizer to penetrate more easily. Water the plant after fertilizing to help dissolve and absorb the nutrients. Avoid over-fertilizing as it can lead to nutrient overload and negatively affect the plant's growth. Step 4. Pest and disease control. Stay away. Don't touch me. Carnations are also susceptible to pests and diseases, so prevention and timely treatment are essential. Common diseases and control. Gray mold. Gray mold spots appear on petals, and severe cases can cause flowers to wither. Prevent this by ensuring good ventilation and light exposure, avoiding overcrowding of carnations. For treatment, spray with fungicides like carbendazim or thiophanate methyl once a week for 2-3 consecutive weeks. Leaf spot. Yellow-brown spots appear on leaves and gradually expand. Remove affected leaves promptly and spray with fungicides like mancozeb or chlorothalonil every 7-10 days for 3-4 consecutive applications. Common pests and control. Aphids. These little black dots suck the sap from leaves and flower buds, causing leaves to curl and buds to deform. You can spray them with soapy water or use insecticides like imidacloprid or acetamiprid, applying once a week for 2-3 consecutive weeks. Spider mites. Fine red dots appear on the underside of leaves, causing them to turn yellow and dry out. Maintain high humidity to prevent infestations and rinse leaves with water. For severe cases, use miticides like abamectin or fenperoxamate, spraying every 5-7 days for 3-4 consecutive applications. Step 5. Repotting and soil replacement. A new home makes me happier. After growing for a while, the soil for carnations may become compacted and depleted of nutrients, so it's time to repot and replace the soil. Repotting timing. Spring. Before carnations start growing, repotting has the least impact on them. Generally, repot every 1-2 years. Post-bloom. After carnations finish blooming and enter a resting period, you can also repot to provide them with a brand new growing environment. Repotting methods. Choosing the right pot. Select a pot that is one size larger than the original, with good air permeability and drainage, such as a clay pot or plastic pot. Preparing the soil. Use loose, fertile, and well-draining soil, like a mixture of leaf mold, garden soil, and river sand in a 2:1 ratio, with some mature organic fertilizer added. Repotting process. First, lay a layer of broken tiles or pebbles at the bottom of the new pot to improve drainage. Then, gently remove the carnations from the old pot, shake off some of the old soil, and trim away any rotten or old roots. Place the carnations in the new pot, fill in the new soil, gently press it down, water thoroughly, and keep the plant in a cool, well-ventilated area for a week to acclimate. That's the comprehensive guide to carnation care in 5 steps. Follow these steps, and your carnations will definitely grow beautifully, producing gorgeous blooms that will make your garden even more enchanting. If you find this useful, don't forget to like and follow.